Oh, please work. Welcome back to another live. I appreciate my new subscribers. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to stream y'all. Did it even do it? Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. And I appreciate my new subscribers. Thank you so much for giving me a chance and an opportunity to just share information. Come on, stream now. I just rebooted. Getting back to this big U mess. We know he got 43 indictments, 43 charges or whatever. We know Luce Cannon, Brick Baby. They exposed Luce Cannon paperwork, and apparently he facing 15 years. But based on the allegations on him, he may be able, based on what I read, and this is not what this video is about today, but based on what I read and what I heard, he may be able to wiggle out of that if he stay the F off the internet. Silence is golden. Shut the hell up. Um, I don't know about Big U. I personally think if I was him looking at them charges, knowing once all the stuff come out in the discovery, all these people snitching on me, he may do better with a plea deal than the chance a jury and give him more time. I don't know, but I will wait to see what's in the discovery and who's snitching and all that. Cause I think all of them. I think all of them gonna do that. Then the other day when I was doing my update again, information I have on Big U and what's going on and all the people that's wrapped up in that. I was so disheartened to learn that Cowboy, who's supposed to be Nipsey number one best friend and all this and that, actually sued the estate for money, and that's in my last video, and it broke my heart. So again, I'm gonna start with this with Cowboy. That broke my heart. How is this your friend? That's why I back on the drugs. Like that's why drugs, crack, meth, whichever one's meth though, for that. Now, if you able to go and sue the estate for money, Cowboy, Black, Nipsey estate, that make me, hey, how you doing? You know what? Oh, you're not the one that wanted to help with my YouTube. Because I was going to put my number on there and I just didn't get a chance because I do this and I work two jobs. So, I just try to do this. And I like doing YouTube. So, but getting back to what I was saying, that makes me think that you may have had a part in setting up Nipsey. I mean, because if you able to sue his estate to get a few dollars, that's why them drugs eating you up. Then that make me think you may have set him up. I didn't even want to believe that. Because you got on that stand with Eric Holder and you cried and you cried and you cried. And you just want to know why with tears dropping. But I don't know. I'm starting to think you was part of the setup. And that's where we're going to start today with him. These are either FBI people he was talking to, or they look like the feds to me, to tell you the truth. But these could be detectives. I'm going to keep this video. Every time I see it, I'm going to play it.
What are y'all talking about? Oh, hi, Cowboy.
Yo, yo, yo. Hood Talk New. Man, y'all tell me what's going on in this picture. Ass up. What's going on here? I don't know. I ain't gonna say what I think. I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all think on this one.
Yeah, but he got that folder. I mean, that just really messed me up. And again, I'm playing this again. Luce Cannon, Big U, and him was there at the fight, telling on themselves.
It was like super messed up because at the end of the day, it was me and Big Useless in there when it happened.
What do you say to a person who won't give up their jury when something like that's happening?
No, give it up and then check on the
Go past this. It's okay.
Roscoe. Yeah. See, so I felt it was like super messed up because at the end of the day, it was me and Big Useless in when it happened. I ain't gonna lie, whenever they call him Big Useless,
this is Hooker Anonymous. I really didn't want to hear what
it's like the back door. They'll know that one of their friends happened. Come here, you gotta check in. If you don't, see, that's the one point was running.
Look, I'm not even gonna play that. But that's the check-in policy. I'm a grown person. If I'm coming out of town to a city, that is just crazy to me that you got to check in to move around and I got to pay you. And I'm grown as hell. Who are you? You don't probably even own your house. You don't own the streets that y'all protecting. That's public property. And you gonna tell me on public property that I can't move how I want to and I'm out of town? That is crazy and insane. That just, wow, that's all I got to say. Let me see, not talking so much on this one.
Other Rolling 60s gang members, Big U, around 15 or 20 of them, and he almost lost his life. But the only reason why they didn't do anything to him is because he was with his wife and kids at the time, so they gave him a pass. A lot of people speculate that at that point, that's Pac 100. And this is mainly because Big U was one of the big homies of his gang. And not only that, but he has a lot of influence out there on the West Coast streets. Now, when it comes to the whole Wack 100 snitched on Big U situation, Wack actually took the clubhouse and said that he's not the one that snitched and he's not the problem here. It's two things that was the problem. One, Big U actually had an informant in his camp that he thought he could trust, but the guy was a civilian and he did exactly what any other civilian would do. But the whole situation with lose his life, it was DNA.
That has been proven a lie. The DNA results was inconsistent. So you can't say that that was Big U's DNA under fingernails. That is not true.
And from the whole DNA test for the longest, until it actually came back that the DNA belonged to him, and
Well,
that's how
that
they
is not
brought him
true.
up. So WAC 100 said, I got nothing to do with that. That's on you and your buffoonery. Don't blame me and don't try to bring me into make yourself look cool. In regards to Big U going to jail, he kept telling the people, well, how did they know that I was going to jail? How did they know? It's because they put the boys on me, and they're the reason why I got to turn myself in. But WAC 100 exposed that he had the mother and the sister of the victim that lost his life in Las Vegas, and the mother told him personally on the phone not to tell anybody, but Big U was going to be locked up somewhere between at the end of the March or the beginning of April.
They're going to be making a arrest the end of March to April. To what through? You know, they basically gonna put his case and Nipsey Hussle case. The DNA the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle is going to be doing my brother case too.
And, well, that's what we seen here. Now, on the flip side, we're going to talk about Meek Mill and Rick Ross being extorted by Big U and, I guess, the whole West Coast thing going on, because in the paperwork, it says that he extorted RR and MM for $50,000 because MM, which is Meek Mill, was going to get unalived by the guys if he didn't pay. And I guess he didn't have the money on him, so he called Rick Ross to bring the money. And that's exactly what happened, and he was able to keep his life. Keep in mind, all this is alleged, but it is in the paperwork that we're going to go over. But before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video.
And hit the like button.
Not subscribe to the platform already. Make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now, documents will go on and say, quote, we're going to make the dude give him $20 for getting it back. Williams then agreed. Of course, he did that too. Two famous rappers. Williams then detailed demanding $50,000 from the celebrity rapper RR, or they will unalive the celebrity rapper MM. Williams then said RR dropped off the $50,000, and Henley stopped answering the phone and then did not share any of the proceeds with Williams. According to further No Jumper and Vlad TV segments, Henley then served a cease and desist order on No Jumper, and this podcast episode was removed from the platform. All of the episodes are available elsewhere online. Williams recounted of this robbery occurred years after the robbery of Victim 1's dispensary and years after Victim 1 had already recounted. Now pay attention to what that just said. It just said Victim 1 had already recounted and documented the robbery for the FBI. So before we even get into Meek Mill and Rick Ross, y'all gotta understand, yes, WAC and them may have been saying too much on these podcasts, because let's be clear here, he's not all the way out the red, because it's saying the paperwork that a lot of the information that they did gather came from podcasts and other online segments. This is why y'all rappers, please be careful on these goddamn platforms, because they're gonna ask these questions, and then when you answer them and indict yourself, they're gonna say, all I did was just ask a question. You didn't have to answer, but they know what they was doing when they asked the question. But here's what WAC is saying. Clearly, there's an informant already in his camp. So it ain't just WAC, it ain't just Luce Cannon, it ain't just the other 600 guy or any of the other guys. This is also that's telling on Big U. That was kind of crazy, because if you pay attention, they said that he ordered a cease and desist letter to platforms such as Vlad TV and No Jump, which means he didn't want it to get out there that he did such to Mill Rick Ross. Now, here's the thing. If y'all remember back in the days,
Okay, here go PNB Rock, because I gotta keep reiterating.
At a Waffles restaurant, this girl from
This
years
is
ago.
street
That's
media.
According to court testimony, PNB Rock was wearing a few $100,000 worth of jewelry at the time. The jury found that Freddie Tron ordered his then 17-year-old son win in a ballot. The teen was armed with a gun. The rapper was shot and killed, and jewelry stolen. This is Freddie in court earlier today when he heard Kim's mother and aunt give victim impact statements. Quick to mother.
Rakim was a shining light in our family. He was a star to us. He was our Michael Jackson. And we are devastated. We are trying to live with this, but it's very hard. We can't. It's hard.
That is manipulation of the evidence that was presented to them.
Tron's attorney asked for a new trial in this case. Judge Connie Quinones denied that motion. Tron was sentenced to 31 years and 4 months to life in state prison. The second person to speak was the late rapper's aunt.
He worked very hard for everything.
Wow.
He always trying to provide for his mom and his 4 brothers to create a better future. But in an instant, his life was stolen, leaving a void that will never be filled.
Another defendant, Tremont Jones, was sentenced to 12 years for his part in the robbery that day. Rakim's mother and aunt also told Jones that he and Tron had caused them a lot of pain.
Luce Cannon could be in real big trouble. Luce Cannon has been running his mouth for a whole year.
And then Luce Cannon
get back to you later.
does
it just
this.
happened so fast, and he wasn't corroborating. And that's when they took it off of him by force. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say to a person who won't give up their jury when something like that's happening?
No, give it up and check in with the real people. So we're gonna get from the jury, and we're gonna, because we know all the people that's gonna melt it down and everything like that. So once it comes on, we got it. We okay, get it, go in that back room, make that phone call, put them on the phone. That's how it worked.
So he was going on multiple podcasts, just running
and
around,
saying
talking
that.
about this.
And you
They do a lot of things on the creek.
street media.
No, see, the thing is, it's like he had no security, and he had all his jewelry on, and he shouldn't be in a spot like that.
And then we get the PNB Rock. PNB Rock is
And my thing is, y'all want grown people to check in who is out of state. You don't own the street that y'all gang banging on. You probably don't even own your house. And I'm supposed to check into you for protection to move around the city on some shit you don't even own. This just don't make no sense to me. That's just like me protecting the street and I pay rent. That ain't mine. This is just insane to me. Yeah, y'all gonna have to catch me up on that. That's why I never could understand about gang banging with colors, even as I was young. How the fuck y'all protecting the color? You renting. You don't own it. That's public. I do not agree with no check-in policy. I'm grown. I ain't got to check in with you and then check in my jewelry. But number one, if I go out of state, I'm not wearing all my jewelry. I'm not doing none of that. And I'm going to have security if I'm a celebrity. And then we just going to have to get it in how we get it in.
Like, this around, like, we outside, we on Fairfax. I'm like, man, you know, we like, we gone.
she peeping the energy because I'm
not she
you
ain't
on
peeping. Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was
That's
I'm
thinking about women sometimes.
She be thinking I was tripping. So, in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped it. I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. We drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She'd be pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then, in the mix of me, like, telling her, like, where to park at, it's like somebody just came to the parking spot, like, the same spot that we... Yeah. I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How the fuck behind me this fast? Like, I ain't even look. I look back. And then when I walked past, like, the car pumped out, like, the max.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting all this heat coming from the car, though. Like, I'm feeling the energy coming from the car. I'm like, the car, like, you know, some others. I ain't go in the store for 2 seconds. The same people coming from out the car, hop in the store, see some banging shit, like some centers. I don't know what it is, but it was like, son, that I recognize the energy. You feel me? I'm like, what? You feel me? Like, he like started talking to me on some game. Do you know me? Like, you know me from somewhere? He like, yeah, I know you. Huh? Trying to get me.
Here we go again.
You're nervous. It's like you would like you.
So if PNB Rock, he went to two places and the same car pulling up, following him, he didn't realize that maybe he should not have stopped at Roscoe's. He should have got the hell out of LA because this is his interview.
Girl.
No, that's why I be trying to be cool, because you don't want to be nervous and make it seem like something about that. You want them to be as calm as possible. Kids are making it seem too. Nothing about to happen. So super good. So I just be cool. I just kept it cordial. I'm like, come on, man, we out.
So I kind of feel like Big U, I mean, not Big U, Luce Cannon knew that indictments was coming.
Hotel, get like 2 rooms, one to sleep in. Because if you not do that, like, bro, we got somebody at the desk that's gonna give us a key card.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Wow. Wow.
That's the problem. We all, our East Coast niggas is victims when we come out there, bro.
Man, and that's what I try to tell them. That's why I said I'm taking a stance, and it's like no more checking in. You get what I'm saying? Just do y'all business. Ain't no extortions. Nothing going on, because when we go to New York, I feel at ease.
Wow. Well, maybe you should hear what he just said. Lou said, so when they check in, you need to have a couple of different rooms because the front desk, they know who at the front desk gonna give them the key card, the key fob, the little card. I'm just blown. I'm going to play that again. I'm just all done.
One for you to fuck the bitch if you want to do that, and then like, bro, we got somebody at the desk that's gonna give us the key card.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Man, that's cold.
I know that's the problem.
Y'all diabolically. Y'all be like Pop Smoke, PNB Rock. We all our East Coast niggas is victims when we come out there, bro.
Man, and that's what I try to tell them. That's why I said I'm taking a stance, and it's like no more checking in. You get what I'm saying? Just do y'all business. Ain't no extortions. Nothing going on, because when we go to New York, I feel at ease. But I check in with the homies, and I be like, look, I'm here, or whatever like that. Let's have a good time. Like, but sometimes that the New Yorkers are the out of boundaries. It's still LA.
I'm gonna say this, right?
I'm just blown away.
I'm trying to tell you, the streets is.
I guess you better check. God damn. Of course, the damn thing went away. Of course it did. As usual. Damn thing. It don't matter which phone. And then I forgot where the hell I put the info. I guess you should. StreamYard. I'm about to end the hate. Make this a quick video. I was just trying to get through. Just trying to be consistent. Trying to grow the channel. StreamYard is so. Y'all, I'm trying to do better. Just forgive my heart. It's my age. Okay. Don't make no sense. I'm gonna make my son my manager. Okay, now here it goes. Hold on, let's get back to where I was. Just hold on a minute. Make no sense. I'm getting serious stuff with that. Damn. All right, I'm almost where I was. I'm keeping that what I'm keeping that cowboy thing. I'm keeping that. I was shocked. Okay, probably kept that. Now this Nipsey sister.
Now, Big U is facing a lot of serious charges right now. I mean, you've spoken out about him in the past. I can't say so. Because I was a victim and the things that he has done to me. He's a monster, and everything that he's getting right now, he definitely deserves it. Can you share what happened between you two? Well, he jumped on me. He lured me over to Nipsey Hussle's shop. He jumped on me while I was pregnant, beat me up. Made me go to another part of the neighborhood. I jumped by 3 girls. I still scar on my back from that event. He lied me, extorted me, he threatened me, and it wasn't just a single thing. He did this throughout the years with me, with situations. He's just a monster. He's a bully, and he deserves to be in jail. He should have been in jail.
Right, StreamYard. Right.
Against him is murder.
It's awful.
That one's true. Then. I don't know. Family reached out to me, and it's a sad situation where it's.
I ain't gonna never get through this stuff. He is a 60-year-old man, still gang banging. This is just unreal to me. Because by the time we actually, well, I ain't sick yet. What the hell is going on?
Two different type of people in this world. You have people that are screaming.
Now what happened? Oh look! Oh, I hit the wrong damn thing. How the hell did I change my screen? You can't make this shit up. How the fuck did I do? Oh, there you go. I hit the wrong button. Oh Lord, I want it in the middle. Oh, forget it. I'll just leave it like that. Shit. That's all right. Shit just don't make no damn sense.
Free a 60-year-old gangbanger, and then you have people justice for an innocent child. I know the allegations are true, and people can look at my interviews from years ago when I was speaking out about this, when I went on Tasha K, Whack 100 spoke about it. They just spoke about it on No Jumper. I've been speaking about this for years. And as a woman, you should never let a man think it's okay to put their hands on you. A person should never want to extort you or harm you just because they feel like it. That is crazy to me, And for me, it makes me feel good that my story helps other people tell their story. That's what I'm most happy about.
No, with him, going to jail, sleep easier at night. LA streets are safer now.
If you know what
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be safe regardless, because I'm not playing. I'm going to protect myself. But I definitely feel like a lot of people, they're happy. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, we are so happy that he went to jail. I mean, it's morning someone reached out to me and told me they extorting vendors. I'm like, yes, he was extorting at Christian. And I'm like, damn, like he just extorted the whole city.
I know. There's talk about Big U that he was involved in Nipsey Hussle's death. I mean, have you seen any proof that would confirm that?
For me being over and growing up in that area, I'm going to tell you guys this. He definitely has something to do with that. Wow. And justice for Nipsey. And I know justice is coming for Nipsey. And I think people are going to be shocked once they see everything that really happened in the house. He played a part in it. So yeah, you guys are soon in regards to the part that he had to play in the demise of Nipsey. It was very jealous of Nipsey.
I believe that. I believe that.
He went through the exact same things. So
I believe that because Nipsey became bigger than the set. I believe that he was jealous. This is the raid at his house.
So forget about the street life. For my kingers, it ain't worth it because at the end of the day, you're gonna get locked up or you're good hill. The end result is in prison. Subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Man, goddamn. Okay, you know what? I'm about to end this right here. I'm gonna make this video short because StreamYard is tripping. Because I got to get to some serious stuff. All right, y'all. We're going to keep this one short. Like, share, subscribe. Be right back because I got to get serious. Well, this is serious because this is our